Have you ever snapped in the heat of the moment and regretted it just seconds later? The truth is, the emotion that made you react that way was probably already fading when you acted on it. And today, you're going to discover one of the simplest and most powerful tools in emotional neuroscience, the 90-second rule. This is your one change for today, and it might be the turning point in the way you deal with your emotions. Let's get straight to it. What is this rule? According to neuroscientist Jill Bolt-Taylor, every emotion, no matter how intense, has a very short physiological lifespan, about 90 seconds. In that time, your body releases a flood of chemicals like adrenaline, cortisol, dopamine, and then it starts to automatically neutralize and flush them out. In other words, the emotional peak passes in under 2 minutes unless you keep it alive with your thoughts. And that's where our biggest enemy comes in, rumination. When you keep replaying the scene in your mind, retelling the story, reliving what happened, you restart the chemical cycle and keep the emotion alive artificially. So, how do you apply the 90-second rule in real life? Next time you feel a strong emotion rising, anger, anxiety, frustration, sadness, try this. Pause for a moment. Observe what's happening in your body. Where do you feel it? In your chest? In your stomach? In your throat? Take a deep breath and count to 90. Literally, 90 seconds. It's not about controlling or suppressing the emotion. It's about letting the emotion run its course without getting swept up in it. You'll notice the intensity start to fade on its own. Your body takes care of that, as long as your mind doesn't get in the way. Imagine standing on a beach, and an emotional wave is coming straight at you. If you dive into it in a panic, it drags you under. But if you stay grounded and let it pass, you feel the impact, but you don't get carried away. That's the difference between reacting and responding. But what if the emotion doesn't go away? If you keep feeding it with thoughts and inner narratives, it's like throwing wood on a fire. It's not going to go out. But if you just observe it, without judgment, with presence and breath, it will dissolve. You're not weak for feeling, but you become stronger the moment you realize you don't have to be controlled by what you feel. Picture this. You get a passive-aggressive message at work. Anger rises. You feel the heat in your face, the tension in your shoulders, the urge to fire back. In that moment, most people type out their response in the emotion, then delete, or worse, hit send and regret it. But someone who knows the 90-second rule, they breathe, they observe, they wait, because they understand the emotion will pass, and when it does, the response will be strategic, not destructive. This is your one change today. Instead of reacting on impulse, count to 90 and let the emotion pass. It sounds simple, and it is, but this can radically shift how you relate to others and to yourself. You'll start to feel less at the mercy of emotional storms, because now you know they pass. Now I want to hear from you. What was the last time you reacted on impulse and regretted it? Or better, can you think of a situation that would have gone very differently if you had known about this rule? Drop it in the comments. Let's share real experiences, because when one person opens up, it makes space for others to do the same. In the next episode of the One Change series, we'll explore how shifting your perspective can completely change the way you experience problems. It's not about pretending everything's fine. It's about learning to see it differently. If that sounds like something you need, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next video.